The following program contains mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Can couples survive a sexless marriage? Pink recently opened up about monogamy and how it's hard work. She revealed that there have been times that her husband, Carey Hart, they've gone a year without having sex. They've been together for 11 years, 2 kids. I have to say, I applaud her for being this open about it, because it is a very hard thing to acknowledge in a very sex-driven society. We just talked about a sex island. And then to be a big famous singer to come out and say we've gone a year plus, that's a very bold thing to say.
Yeah.
This is a really tough thing because, you know, as human beings, we're always looking to other human beings for cues on what we should be doing. And I think there's so much pressure, like how much sex should we be having? And is that enough? And is there something wrong with us? And I would like to say that, you know, in general, the couple decides how much sex is right for them. Every once in a while,
it's not a quota system.
There's no quota. And, you know, what we know from research is that about 20% of couples in their 20s tend to have sex about twice a week. With every decade, it does kind of go down, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. In fact,
wait, so 20% are twice a week?
Yeah.
And then so that goes down from there?
It goes down from there. So every couple, that's the average. That's average, Dr.
You seem confused. You don't.
Yes, doctor.
You seem very confused.
No, this is,
Wait, let him talk.
No, I'm always surprised at the statistics, because getting back to the first story, I hear that story and I'm thinking, my God, I would just want to sleep. That sounds like way too much sex. No offense.
Right.
But then other times you'll hear statistics, or you will hear someone say, okay, it's been years since we've had sex. 20% twice a week in your 20s. And then going down from there, that seems low to me.
Yeah, and I think that's the average. And also you have to think about who is coming to report this. They may be people who are really thinking about sex is on their minds, and there may be a problem that they foresee in their relationship. So I don't think that we should take these studies so much to heart. More what it really says is there are different ways in which a relationship can still be fulfilling. Sex is obviously an important part of the ingredient, but a lot of times it can be symptomatic of something that's underlying, like something that's not being addressed. And so I really believe it's important just to spend quality time without that pressure, because when you have that connectedness, you are going to naturally want to do things that are more intimate with your partner. Love, hug, kiss on them. It doesn't matter. You don't have to always
and all
have
those,
sex.
for somebody whose marriage has lasted over 30 years, I mean, that's exactly right. The things do change as the years go by. Other things become more important. I think sex is important, but I don't think it's as important as it was years ago. It's sad when I hear a story that a couple doesn't have any sex anymore, but that happens. You can still be in a great marriage. I mean, if somebody is ill, has issues,
that's right.
You can't have sex, but you love, if you're with somebody, this is your soulmate. I mean, there are other things that are going to keep you together.
Yeah. Do you have any tips to, like, if one person wants to have sex and the other one doesn't? Any tips to kind of turn this around?
A couple of tips that I have. One is just spend quality time together, sex or no sex. Schedule that quality time, because other things do take priority and you don't connect with your partner as much. So that will also possibly lead to more sex. A second tip that's really helpful and evidence-based is that you should just make time to connect with each other on a physical level, but take the pressure off. I feel like there's a lot of pressure to say, somebody has to finish and then that means we're done with this. And then people who are busy will say, well, I don't have time to get into all that. But then do you have 5 minutes to just like lay naked with each other and have fun?
Right.
I think one of the beauties of these new studies and people being open and honest is, it seems to me in reading everything that I've read that it'd be better to have sex once a week and have connected, good quality sex with your loved one than try to fit it in 4 times a week and feel all the pressure. And that's liberating, especially when you read these statistics, because you do not want to be a couple that starts going a year or a year plus. Is it time, if you've gone that long, to maybe go have some couples counseling to figure out something that can be done to reconnect?
Absolutely, and I think it's important to sometimes involve the professional, because the number one problem that couples have is communication. And especially with sex, couples have a tough time telling each other exactly what they want. They might feel embarrassed. They don't want to feel like they're always the aggressor. And so sometimes having that professional there who has experience, they can lay it out for you in a much better way and help to facilitate that communication, which of course a side effect could be more sex, so then you feel better with one another and then you become attracted again.
Good advice.
Yeah.